Hi, everybody. It's me, Sailor Moon, Serena here. And today I'm going to talk about, you know, the English adaptation, but at least talk about it one more time and say what I got to say. Now, on YouTube, there are people, maybe some on Dailymotion and some on VidMe, who believe under the opinion or their belief, that the English adaptation, the one done by Deacon Pioneer, was bad and that they can't like it. Now, is it perfect? No. Deke version is not perfect. Pioneer's not perfect. Toei's certainly not perfect, and Viz is not perfect either. But because it's got all these problems, they think it can't be liked. They find too many faults at too many things, and they're in a negative Sailor Moon bubble where everything English adaptation is bad. They cannot find any enjoyment in it. You listen to them, the ones that if you do find them ranting about it, they're complaining about the voice dawning. For some reason, voice dawning, apparently they don't like it. I don't know why. They complain, they say they have their opinions, they fake rage over the voice dawning, but for some reason, it's not that bad. But they think it is. They find fault at the voices for some reason, or fault at the voice dawns who are doing it for some reason. I don't know what they were expecting. I don't know what standards, but apparently it doesn't meet their standards. They also complain about, rules, names being changed. And for some reason, they don't like the names. They just don't like them for some reason. For some reason, the names, they just don't like them. Okay? I don't know. And because, and then transformation and attack and location and place names are changed, they don't like that. For some reason, they don't think it's right. They can't, it upsets them for some reason. I don't know why it does. It just does. It's like they expect it to be historically set or something. I don't know. And if it's not going beyond that, then they also pretend to get upset or fake rage over the fact it's in their own language. Can you believe there are people out there who speak English but do not like it when it's dubbed in their language? For some reason, the fact that it's in their language, they get upset. I don't know why. I just never could figure it out. For some reason, they cannot find enjoyment out of it. The fact that it's in English, it's like they think that it's wrong that it's in their language. It's like they think that it's wrong or bad or evil that it has to be in their language. They think that you can't listen to it in your language, that you have to read it in your language or hear it in another language. But if you don't understand that language, then why? Then wouldn't it be better if it was dubbed or put in a language that you understood? I don't understand. For some reason, they think it's wrong, and they think that anybody who hears it in that language, they think it's wrong. I don't know why. They just think it's wrong, it's bad, it's evil. I don't know why. That's what they think. And then they pretend to get really upset over things that are small trifles. They're maybe not even trifles at all. For example, yes, there is homosexuality in Sailor Moon. And Deacon Pioneer tried to do things tried to make certain changes, but they think these changes are evil. They think they're bad. They think that these changes were meant to hurt people with different sexual orientations. And that's not true. They think that Zoifite becoming a female, Fisheye being a cross-dresser, and they think that Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune being cousins, they think that's wrong. They think it's evil. They think it's bad. They think it's a bad thing. I don't know. What they don't understand is that during that particular period of time, at least in United States and Canada, can't speak now, there was a very, very intolerant and very unaccepting of anyone of a different sexual orientation, regardless if they didn't do anything wrong. Just the fact that someone was homosexual was enough to get the moving picture or farcier show getting it a bad reputation. Now it's more, people are more tolerant and people are more accepting of those sort of things, but back then they weren't. They seemed to think that those changes were meant to hurt them for some reason, and they weren't. They think that it was wrong those changes were made, in their opinion. And because there were a lot of changes made, they think you can't like it. They cannot enjoy it. And they think that it's wrong to like the English adaptation. They think it's evil or, bad or sinful to like the English adaptation done by Deacon Pioneer. And apparently, as far as Viz is concerned, and I don't know where they stand on Viz, but I guess they don't like that. They tend to like that version, but they find fault at that version as well. Maybe not for the same things, but for some reason they hate the English adaptation because there were so many different changes that I don't find any problem with, but they hate it. They think that it was a sin and a crime that that Sailor Moon was even English adapted. They think that everybody should, not watch it. They think that it was wrong, that it was dubbed in their language. They think it was wrong that, rules names were changed, or all kinds of stuff. They just hate it. And apparently they hate anyone who likes it. I don't know. They just don't. And the fact that, certain episodes, like, for example, public service announcement, Sailor Says, they hate that. They think that was wrong. They complain about that. They're never satisfied. And if you think that the Pioneer version got any more treating, they complained and pretended to rage over the fact that Pioneer made it too close to the Asian Japanese version. For some reason, they're just not satisfied. They hate the Viz version too, actually, not for the same reasons, but they hate the Viz version for two of the same reasons. They cannot find any enjoyment. They think that Sailor Moon cannot be dubbed into English. They think that everybody should have to read it in sub or at least know the language. They think that either you can't read it, they think you can't have it dubbed in other languages. They think that it's Asian Japanese and nothing else. But for some reason, I enjoy it. I find nothing wrong with it. So that's it. I'm Sailor Moon Serena, and I hope you enjoyed this video.